Right, so I can only apologise for the wind noise. We're going to get it cleaned up today. Not going to obviously go mad underneath because it's all fully painted underneath. We don't need to jet wash it on the side because that's all been cleaned, it's all been painted, and that's done. But I'll walk around in a little bit and show you. Quite a bit of green algae like appearing on the car. It's not really been used, and yeah, it's time today to. We're not going to be able to make it perfect because you probably notice there's a few scratches and scrapes and stuff on the car. But we can definitely make it better, give it a quick just mop over. We're not going mental, I'm not a detailer, I'm not into all that. We just need to make it look a bit more presentable, a bit more shiny, get the bumpers treated and stuff like that, all the plastics, make it look a bit healthier. So, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys, and give this video a thumbs up. Do you like this car? Because like I say, it's going to be for sale. And would you like to see more of stuff like this? Because there's quite a few cars that we could bring to the channel which are quite interesting. This is definitely one of them. So, I'm going to get into this, it's going to be a nice quick clean, because I am itching to get out and drive this car. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. So yeah, taking a quick look around it, you can see just like green bits everywhere. So we need to get that sorted. Obviously there's all the workshop dust from all the work we've done. You can see it's kind of like a big sheen over it there. There is things on the car, like there's a bit of rust around the mirror here. There's lacquer peel, see a bit more dirt and dust and stuff like that. So we will get it all clean, but underneath all this there's some really good paint. It's just got parking dinks. Well, not dinks, actually there's no dinks on it, there's a few scrapes. There's a little mark there and stuff like that, and then obviously stuff on the side of the bumper, but it's really not that bad. The boot really could do with a respray. It's not the original boot to the car, we don't think, because it's actually silver. You see where it's had quite a poor respray, but that's probably the worst. That's the only bit that lets this car really down, because the rest of it is kind of just unrestored JDM goodness. And I think if you like all that, which, you know, it's growing on me, what's not to like about this car? Let's get going, shall we? Ignore the leaky pipe. That's me successfully wet. So it's just a quick rinse off. Get the car shampoo on it now. We're going to use the Griot's Garage car wash and wax just to get the worst of the grime off. But like I say, it's got good products on it. You can see bits and pieces of it beading off nicely where it's had some good treatment in its life. So what we're going to do is just get it thrown over with a bucket, rinse it off again, get it in the workshop, get the machine polisher on it, and then make it a bit tidier for Jackman, ready for sale. I'm going to miss it. Right, so we're going to hit it with a good glug of this. This is the car wash from Griot's Garage, available from Frost. So go check the discount code below, get yourself some. So, decent glug of this. Get some water on the subject, and let's get it clean. And here comes the rain, just in time to rinse it off. car's back in the dry now. I've rinsed it all off. It looks pretty good. There's some bits and pieces that I know I can get out of the polisher. I'm just using a mild pad on this, and then I'm using G10 finishing compound because it doesn't need to go right back. It doesn't need to be stripped right back or anything like that. The best way to describe the car is it's got age-related marks, a bit of lacquer peel here and there, a few bits and bobs, but I do think it'll come up a lot nicer if we're good. I'm literally just going to go over it. I'm not going to mask anything off. I'm going to just do a panel at a time. We're just going to hit it quickly with this, and then we're going to get into like the trims and stuff like that and just make it look a bit prettier, a bit nicer. So we're going to use the G10 finishing compound on a polisher. Cue the time lapse. Let's just get on. So there's half the bonnet done. It's coming up nice. Like I say, there's a few like lacquer marks and stone chips and stuff in it, but you can tell by the other half of the bonnet that it's coming out quite nice. All right, let's keep cracking. Right, so I've just switched to the G3 actually, because some of the surface scratches weren't coming out. This is just a little bit more aggressive, but it is an old car. It's 20 plus years old, so, and a lot of this paint, I think it's had some paint work in its life, but a lot of this is original, so there is like sun damage to it, there is lacquer peel in it, so I'm basically just mopping it over. I'm just giving it a bit of a shine. So some of the harder places I'm going over a G3, like the flat surfaces basically, I think warrant the G3. I just think it's getting the more of the scratches out of the car, but it's coming up nice. Obviously you guys can see it on the camera. I can see the more imperfections obviously in the flesh, but it's getting there. It's not going to shame itself anyway. If you like a car that shows its age that you're not too worried about using because it's not perfect, then that's what we like on Simpsons Classics. Right, so now behind me there is a lovely, lovely clean Nissan Stagea, or SKYWAGON as I've nicknamed it. So what's next? Obviously the paint is just kind of as far as I can go. It's not a new car, stone chips on the bumpers and bits and pieces like that, but it's 10 times better than it was. It's got a beautiful shine to it now, and I think it'll be good. What we do before it goes is just put a nice coat of wax on everything, but it's looking good. So I'll take you for a quick wander, and then I'll show you what the next job's going to be. I've done a bit of a test piece on the back of the car, but see if we spot it. So obviously lighting isn't the best here, so it's got a really lovely shine to it. It's a really nice deep colour. So I'm going to show you this side, it's got the light, natural light on it. It's a really nice deep blue. So as you can tell, it's looking really, really nice. It looks really good with the rear tints as well. So the next part of the car, so just to clarify, the whole car has been machine polished now. Just to get on with the next big task is these bumpers. Well, the plastics basically. So there's quite a bit of plastic on this car. You got these tops, all your mouldings on the doors. But this, I've had to go out already and looks really, really good. So I'm using the products that I saw being used on Volvo's channel. So Sledge over at Volvo. If you're into your Volvos, you probably subscribe to me. If you haven't, what's wrong with you? But it's this stuff. So I saw him use it on, I think it was his 940 or 740 that he's got. And sometimes when you look at products, and this is like over 20 quid for a tin, you're kind of like, no, it's not worth it. But I have not found a product for plastics that can that can actually last. You put it on, you go to a car show, you're like, yeah, winner, it looks really good. Drive it to work the next day and it's dull again. This stuff is meant to last at least a year, and you can top it up if you want. So I've just done the back bumper. So basically, clean surface, which we've got. We've washed the car, I've gone around and checked them all. And then you brush it on quite to a good layer, and then you wipe off the excess after 10 to 20 minutes, is basically what it says on the back of it. And I've done that on the back bumper, and it looks really, really nice. It looks almost brand new, and little scuffs in it. It's kind of blending them little scuffs in a little bit, which is just more pleasing to the eye. So there's a lot of plastic on this car, on the roof, the sides, the front, everything. So we're gonna get cracking with that now. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a time lapse, put it on, leave it for 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, then wipe it all off. So we'll start with the front bumper. So you can actually see, so this front bumper is quite grey, it should also be black, but look at that, that's got polish on it, loads of treatments, and it's actually on white almost. You can really see it well, so I just wanted to quickly catch that. So we'll get the front looking good, and you'll see the comparison now, what they should look like. So let's get to it. Right, so you just saw me wipe some off there. Basically, there's a bit of grime that just came out the back side of the light there, so I just cleaned it off because I didn't want it in it. But you can see, look how shiny it is, the bodywork. So you're also noting I've got a really small brush. It would be a lot easier with a slightly bigger brush, but you really don't need a lot on it to cover a lot of distance on the panel. So I'm just working it in. Just trying to cover the area as nice as possible, and it seems to be working quite nicely. So but yeah, the smell of it is not too bad. It's like white spirit, but I've got the door wide open here, so anyone's going to jump on me for PPE. Nice ventilated area. As you can see, you can obviously just see it laying on there, but it actually really is bringing the deepness of the plastic back out, and you can see the distance, the difference. It's all grey, and it does that. It's sun damage basically. That's what does that. So all right, I'm gonna crack on with the rest of the bumper, and I'll bring you guys back in a sec. Right, so we'll let that do its thing. It looks like a mirror, but you wipe it off and it does matte down, but it looks really good. And like I say, we'll get onto this in a little bit. So you can imagine that's kind of the look of it. It's going to look so much more plush at the front. I need to get my 940. This is why I bought this stuff. It's bought it to the 940 and Mrs. S's daily car, but we're trying it on this, and it's really, really good. So massive thank you to Involvo for demonstrating on his channel, because it's one of them dilemmas I've had for years, trying to keep cars clean and tidy and halfway detailed, and not bad. Definitely recommend it, guys. I bought it on eBay or Amazon, you can buy it anywhere. It's like 20, 25 quid a tin. And that little piece, it doesn't even look like I've used any out of there. A little bit goes a long way. I mean, with this panel, I'd like a bigger brush, but that's what I've got here. It's working well though, so I'll bring you guys back in a bit. So it's been about 20 minutes now, so you just take a cloth and you basically wipe off the excess. You're left with a really nice, like OEM finish. And what I'm finding is if it's got any scuffs on the bumpers, it's really dulling them down so they're not right in your face, which is quite nice. But it's not leaving like a fake look. Some bumper gels you can buy, I feel like it looks almost fake, whereas this actually, that just looks OEM brand new. It's really nice now. Just wipe it round. So it goes, basically goes from being glossy to being really satin, which is obviously what it would have been. There we go. Get a load of that. Look at that. Looks really nice. You can really see it now with this side with the light that's on it. So yeah, I can definitely recommend that stuff. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna crack on and get this driver's side done, because you'll see how rewarding this side will be done. So I cleaned it off, but it still looks great. Almost like this polish and all sorts of different products probably stuck in it. So I'll set you guys up then, stick in time lapse, and we'll smash that side, and then I'll do the other side off camera. And then we're pretty much there, apart from putting a bit of tyre shine on it. So yeah, it's looking really nice, really happy with it. Up, let's start wiping it away and seeing what we've got. This stuff is absolutely awesome. Where have you been all these years? Really good. Sorry about the plane flying over, but yeah, buzzing with that. As you guys can probably tell, that is literally a night and day difference. Really nice. Right guys, I'll take you for a quick walk around of this car. My work here is done. So just to recap, if you've not caught the last episode, all the underside's done. Subframe's cleaned and painted as much as we can get to. Front suspension's all done. Underside of the floors is all done. The owner now currently of the car has cavity waxed everything. I've gone through and done a few bits, but it's all golden to go. Good few years of protection of that car. You haven't got to worry about anything. And then we've gone around all the paint really, and just tried to make it just tied up as best we can. You can hear it in the background just ticking over. Purrs like a kitten, this car. So let's take you for a quick wander, and yeah, then I really want to drive this thing. So like I say, really nice shade of blue, and just looking at the car, like I say, RB25 with an estate back end, you really can't knock it. I've just wiped the window there, not very well. But yeah, what a car. So back end, an absolutely massive boot, electric tailgate, rear tints, paintwork on it's not perfect, there's the odd mark on it, but really, it's really not bad. One thing I wanted to show you, I haven't shown you yet, let's have a look under the bonnet, because you've not seen that yet. So under here, let me just shut her off for you. So under here, you've got what everyone wants to see. That lovely, lovely power plant. So, really, really nice. Nice and clean and tidy under here. No rust that I can find. It's all really, really nice under here. So, absolutely golden. Bit of dirt that I've kicked out from underneath there. But yeah, really good. Smart car, really is. So let's close that down. I'm gonna go for a drive in a bit, but we'll catch that in the next episode when I go for a drive. It's been really fun having this around the shop. It's something very, very different. Not really my bag of cars. Like, I'm not a massive Jap car lover. I mean, there's loads of people that love them. I had the Unos Roadster, I really like that car. I liked how it drove, but still can't get on board how Mazdas look. But the drive, one of the best cars I've ever driven, hands down. Really nice. I just can't get on board with the whole convertible thing. Fast estates, yeah, I can get on board with that. This one, I'd still have my Volvo because I love my Volvo, but there is something about this. There is something very, very cool about this car. I like the fact it's very different. I like the fact it's got that engine in it. I love the interior. I think the interior is a beautiful place to be. But we'll check that in the next episode. I'm going to take this for a drive, do a full review, full shakedown drive of it, and then I will keep you updated on social media and on the channel of when it goes up for sale. And I think I was going on eBay, so get your bid in, guys. Could be yours. A lot of car for your money. This, a lot of car. I mean, where else? Yeah, where else are you going to find one? You're not going to find. You're very rarely going to park next to one of these in a car park. So a quick thank you to Jackman. Give me the privilege to work on this car. It's been really fun. Really enjoyed it. So catch me in the next one when I will take it for a good drive, see what that engine can do, and yeah, really excited. Catch you next one, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, there's my eBay shop. We're actually working on the website in the background as well. That will be up and running very soon. But for now, eBay shop for merch. And if you wouldn't mind, you may want to become a member of the channel. It helps donate, helps us bring cars like this to the channel. And yeah, it's just that little bit that helps, guys. I'm not going to do the beg, but it does help. Right, I'm signing out. Catch you later, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.